Hello, I am back with part B of my design team project for Jaizella Clark at Lavish Laces. This is a beautiful little journal with a gorgeous cover, as you can see, and I've chose to use an accent of pink just as a change from the blue. Here are the beautiful dangles I have added. Cute little reindeer. You can see the charm, and just some white and pink beads, beautiful beads. I have fallen in love with crystal glass vintage buttons, so loving them. This fabric was, I'm assuming she got it from a wedding dress, so I did the cover with the satin lining and then with the lace overlay. And I have left a pocket that you can tuck anything into on the front cover and just stitched all around it. Added a pretty pink jacquard silk ribbon closure tie. And let's go inside. So this journal measures 8.5 by 5 3/4, I believe. Pretty sure. Yes, 5 3/4, 8.5 completed, and it has a 1 3/4 inch spine. If you're needing to know those details. Stuffed full of gorgeous laces using my design team bundle, and it's the large bundle that she has. As you can see, it's stretched into making 2 journals, and I've still got lots left. So her bundles are just amazing. You can make so much with them. Just add digitals and you're on your way. So I was going to count the pages. I think there's about 22 total. So times it by 4 is 88. One signature. I'm usually just making single signature journals these days because it's just the way I roll. Lots of fluff on the top and the sides. And let's go inside. So the digitals that I've used are the same as the previous Tall Skinny journal, with the addition of Blue Christmas pages by, I don't know the spelling, Kleeblatt. It's an unusual name, German name, but it's out there, and they are just so pretty. Combination of blue and pink pages. So here's the pocket, as you can see. Just done a little per journal brochure. Vintage buttons, loving that, and vintage lace. And then I just added some pages for some quick journaling. Anna Griffin paper on the inside covers. So pretty with gold. And the beautiful laces from Lavish Laces. A journaling card with avocado dyed index paper, some chiffon silk ribbon, vintage glass pink, blush pink buttons, and some beautiful vintage lace. All the trims on the sides of the pages, all of them are from Lavish Laces. This is one of my favorites, the bow. I hope she still has some in stock. That didn't come in the bundle, but it's part of my stash from her shop, and I absolutely love it. I love using it when you can see through cascading pages underneath. It just gives it so much allure. And just some little spots for ephemera pieces that you can journal on the backs of. There's a tuck spot at the top of this page, some vintage Shakespeare book page, some algebra book page. Here is the Blue Christmas. So I've mixed it in together with the pink. I have tea-dyed some eyelet cotton laces from Jaizella. One of the mixed media journaling cards that I've done added some of the Moonstone glimmer paste from Nuvo and some of her beautiful pearl and iridescent trim at the bottom. Got a pocket stack that I've used vintage wallpapers on. Some Graphic 45 papers from Joy to the World. It's later in the day and I should be making dinner, but I'm quickly trying to get this video done so that it can upload later this evening. Some little Christmas tags, and they are totally able to write on the backs of them. I have glimmer misted, sprayed these paper doilies and added some cute little images to them. I've done a booklet, tied it with some of Jaizella's beautiful vintage seam binding in this chocolate brown color. And it's just a simple little booklet that can be journaled in for extra writing. A vintage ledger. I believe this one is from the 1930s. Some blue parchment paper. Some of Marjorie Rivera's blue embossed papers, vellum. A fussy cut angel. And some beautiful vintage blue lace on the sides of these pages. And some more extra writing spaces. A tall skinny tag in this pocket with some fibers, and one of the die cuts from Tim Holtz, the what's it called? Slotted. Oh, I can't remember. Anyhow, I use that one a lot. I love it. Some gold vintage rickrack trim, avocado dyed papers. This is part of the vintage French beaded applique that I had to cut off, and I've used it as trim on the front of the envelope here with this cute little image. Fussy cut angel on the back, and then just tucked some extra paper inside for writing some quick little Christmas notes. And that just goes on this side of the page. Beautiful caramel colored, butterscotch colored vintage lace on that side of the page. This journaling tag has some vintage Christmas music on it, and one of the images from, I believe these are all the children are from Lorna Taylor's Vintage Children digital kit. Little booklet on this side of the page tucked into this pocket. Another tag stack. This is one of the ideas from Marlene from Uniquely Ella that I've been using lately. Another vintage journaling card that I've just added with some vintage music paper. A couple of tags for writing on. And I have added a vintage doily and a vintage mother of pearl button. A paper doily tucked in here, and some beautiful rag paper, vintage rag paper. I love this digital. It's just so beautiful. And then I added some of Jaizella's beautiful, beautiful antique French lace that comes from a German doll shop. Just so sweet, absolutely beautiful. Some Christmas music. A beautiful image of some little angels. I chose not to embellish it with anything because I just love to see the image so clearly. It's just beautiful. Backed onto some vintage Christmas music paper, vintage book page from Les Miserables, some Emily Dickinson poetry, a beautiful page with this gorgeous butterscotch colored vintage lace. I've used some glimmer paste or shimmering polish, gilding polish, and just smeared it all over the tea-dyed sides of the pages. This is coffee-dyed paper and splattered with gold metallic paint. Fussy Cut Angel here, and this is the center of the signature, and it just opens up like so. Beautiful, beautiful lace appliques from the Lavish Laces. And a little closer look at the beads again, with a little deer, pink reindeer, snowflakes. This is a fold over tag that straddles the page on the other side with some sweet little images. Vintage book page, another beautiful angel tag, the words of Away in a Manger, vintage Christmas sheet music. This is the edging of a pillowcase. This is crocheted cotton that comes from Lavish Laces. Beautiful. The rag paper. And then I've got another pocket stack here made with vintage wallpaper and all kinds of little tags, booklet, tall skinny tag, and graphic 45 paper. So these can all be written on the back and then just tucked back in here, or moved around, reused, repurposed, and use them for extra writing space of whatever memories you want to jot down. Fussy Cut Angel on this side, and here is the vintage postcard. It could be antique, I just have no date on it, so I just say that it is vintage. I like to put one in each of the journals that I create. Some beautiful pink lace from Lavish Laces on the side of the page. A journaling card. I've added some metallic gold paper angel wings, some netting, and some vintage buttons on avocado dyed index card. Another envelope, and I've just added an image of this sweet little girl. Can be adhered permanently on the envelope if you like, or just journaled on the back and then tucked inside. And I believe I've got some more stationery on the inside. Yes, I do. So extra journaling space inside the envelope as well. Takes me a minute to put this back together. And there she is, some beautiful avocado dyed paper with the rose gold metallic paints. And then here's a tall tag with some fluff at the top, a beautiful applique from Jaizella at Lavish Laces. And then I've added some of her bling that I got, little tiny bits, and it's a crystal in the inside, and then just a little tiny finding. So sweet. Absolutely love it. Here I have added a tag with some beautiful cascading vintage silver or gray or gunmetal colored lace that I've used in my other prayer journals. Can be journaled on the back. This is a die cut that I have, and just used it as a tuck spot or belly band. Anna Griffin paper for extra journaling space. Some beautiful lace on the side from Lavish Laces with the blue threads on the side. Blue parchment paper. This little tag, I have added some of the vintage seam binding in burgundy, some of her little bits of bling, and vintage trim. I just love this so much. Gold threads, metallic threads with the burgundy in it. Just so beautiful. And of course, you can journal on the back of that. This ledger doesn't have a date, I don't think, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 1938. Look at that handwriting. It's just so beautiful. So very beautiful. Here is a fabric swatch, and I have added some sparkly lace with sequins, some raised embroidery from a tablecloth, and that of course can be journaled on the back as well. Another journaling card with the holographic pearl trim and the beautiful glimmer paste snowflakes on the front. Some of the tea-dyed cotton eyelet lace on the sides, another fussy cut angel, some of the math book page, a sweet little child out in the snow with a Christmas tree or a tree, and a little booklet that can be written in for extra journaling space. This beautiful, beautiful sheer pink lace trim again with the bows on it. I just love that so much. And we're getting to the back of the journal now. Lots of angels and a journaling card that I've added with the fibers on the top. Beautiful lace trim, avocado dyed index paper. And some of the lace here is from Lavish Laces. So I hope you like what you see. Even though there are Christmas images in here, I'm sure this is something that you could use, you know, year-round, or just jot down your memories of Christmas or the New Year whenever you feel that you would like to do so. It is available. I hope you love it. It's been so fun creating these items, and I'm really glad that they turned out so well. I just love this cover. This fabric is so beautiful. And yes, you can tea dye wedding fabric, absolutely. So I adhered it in 2 different layers. First the satin, as I said, and then the overlay of the lace. And I just left this open and then stitched around everything with the sewing machine. So this one, I haven't named it yet, but I will. And you can look forward to seeing more of what I've got on my plate here. I've got another prayer journal in progress, and that's what I'm going to be working on next. So there's always something. I hope you have a great day, and thanks again for watching. See you next time.